times people racial profile you, period, for just being you. It's not just a cop thing. You know how many videos we have seen, you know, that has surfaced of people just doing things to people that were black. For an example, there was two girls who actually walked out of a house, and one of the girls' neighbors start calling them names, and she like said something to him, and he pulled out a gun and pointed it in her friend's face. The neighbor pulled out the gun on his neighbor's friend and put it in her face. When the police showed up, they started asking her why didn't she call the police when he was calling her names. Totally disregarded that this man not only antagonized these women as soon as they walked out the door, but most importantly that he put a shotgun in their face. And then arrested the neighbor's friend because she just was like, listen, I don't want no parts of this. I just want to go home. I have a sick child. He put a gun in my face. I am stressed out. I just want to go. That's what that creates. And that's the door. That door was already open. And this situation with Jessie just made that even wider. It's just like it pushed through like, you know, they're lying about racial profiling. That's the first thing that a black person is going to say, or a person of color is going to say, a Mexican is going to say, somebody from Pakistan is going to say, oh, they're just attacking me because, you know, I'm different. It's sad. And it's scary. It's a scary place to live in, and a scary space to live in. And the thing about it is that people may look at this video and say, oh, you know, it doesn't fall into that spectrum. Yes, it does. Because now they had proof. Like, you had a public figure who came on a public platform, and said that not only was he attacked because he was black, but he was attacked because he was gay. And we had proof that he lied. So they're all liars. Don't be fooled, and don't live under the sheets or under the bed or be blinded. When one person publicly does something wrong, it is counted against everybody. Well, for people who are minorities, or a person of color, it works against us. You have one Mexican who commits a crime, you know, a heinous crime, maybe kill somebody or rape somebody. Oh, all of them are like that. No. It's not fair, but that's what this situation creates. You know, I don't know. There's so many different things that people were saying that it could be possibilities. I don't know if Jessie is ever going to talk about it. I just think that he should just go under the radar for a little while. They may even kill off his character because, you know, Lee Daniels came out and defended him immediately. And now, you know, he did a video saying that everybody's filled with different emotions, sadness, anger, confusion. And he may lose everything behind this. And I don't know. I feel empathy for him. I don't feel sympathy for him. Because I believe that he wasn't lying about everything, but once you are made out to lie, you know, if you're found out to be a liar about one thing, there's nothing else that you can say that will make people believe you. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I pray that it gets resolved, and I hope that he finds his way. I hope that this whole situation will make him find his way, because this is a terrible place to be in, and you know, what he's going through personally, and people are just like, we don't care what he's going through personally. I do. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans, and we all make mistakes. His mistake is being shown on a platform that most of us don't have. So I feel empathy for him, and I hope that he finds his way. He needs to take a little bit of time, step away from the camera, do some soul searching, and figure out what to do next. Because of this white lie, or this withholding of information, or this lie, because we don't know which one it is, it can ruin his life. It could ruin his career. You know, if everybody is saying, you know, well, not everybody. There's some people who saying he did it for money. If he did it for money, now it's going to be harder for him to get money, because he doesn't have the privilege of lying and then people being forgiving. Not in his situation. You see how the way they threw him under the bus, 16 counts in 64 years? That's not normal. There's people who have done heinous crimes and don't even face that time. There's people who've committed crimes and they couldn't prove it. And they let them go. They couldn't prove it and let it go. I just felt like it was weak from the beginning. And instead of Chicago PD saying, you know, he definitely lied, but we're going to, like, you know, what they normally do is sue you for the time that's spent in the investigation. That's what normally happens when somebody lies about something like this, or a lie that requires police officers to do overtime to do the investigation. The police department actually will sue you to pay the city back for the time that these police officers spent on you know, the time that they spent investigating the crime. And they'll give you like a misdemeanor or something, like you get probation, you do community service or whatever. Very small. The fact that they were going to give this man 64 years for something like this was far-reaching. It was excessive, and it was a little bit too much. Jessie Smollett, find your way. I hope that you find love and light. Stop trying to, like, excuse your behavior, because, you know, I'll give it to him. He has been adamant that he is telling the truth. And until we find out everything that everybody knows, we don't know what he's telling the truth about. We don't know if he's telling the truth or he's not telling the truth. But I hope he finds his way and be better. All right, you guys, thank you for watching my live. Again, my name is Chocolate Beauty. Oh, I forgot to say welcome. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Later.